Okay guys, we'll see how fast we can do this. Go to the website investoradvocates.ca, scroll down to advisor fraud, salespeople masquerading, the question mark, and click on that form. And second post in is titled Advisor, spelled with an O or an E, that's the question. Here's some responses we get from regulators. Here's some videos about it, of course, just like this one. And here's $38 billion damages. In '07 it was $25 billion by fooling people. That's University of Toronto pension expert. I asked if it's Fraud Prevention Month in March, can you tell me if there's any official license category that needs to be held to hold oneself out as an advisor? This would be Canada and the USA. And here's Alberta Securities Commission. Advisor with an E is a defined term in the Securities Act. Advisor with an O is a generic term with no specific meaning in Alberta securities law. You better check to see whether you're dealing with an advisor who has a legal duty or advisor with an O who has none. Here's Ontario Securities Commission. Advisor with an E is a legal term. Advisor with an O is not a legal term under securities law. And again, what you have is advisor with an O. That's like dealing with me as a doctor, spelled with an E. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Now here's the, let's see, what do we got? Financial and Consumer Services Commission. I wonder if I could call you to discuss. She didn't want to put anything in writing. That strikes me as about the normal reply from a Government of Canada employee. CSA, there is no difference in the definition of the word advisor, whether it is spelled with an E or an O. That's national instrument such and such uses spelling with an E. This is from the Canadian Securities Administrators. They even went to a government website, Public Works, and both spellings are correct, according to the Canadian Securities Administrators. So here's someone from the Manitoba Securities Commission. We are aware that the Manitoba Securities Commission website, there's a reference to advisor with an O. This matter will be discussed with our webmaster and request that it be replaced with advisor with an E. And here's in the IROC, the Canadian self-regulators. There is a rule of more general application prohibiting the use of misleading titles, but they certainly don't follow that. And deceptive marketing practices, Competition Act, representation to the public that is false or misleading. If you can get the Competition Act of Canada to put something in writing on this, I will eat my hat. Tried that. False pretense under the Criminal Code. Misrepresentation rules in IROC, untrue statement of fact, omission to state a fact. BC Securities Commission's persons who must be registered and act as an advisor must not act as an advisor unless the person is registered and in the category prescribed. So calling himself an advisor with an O, there is no such thing. Misrepresentation in the Securities Act is an untrue statement of material fact. I could go on. You go look at it yourself. There's a million things here and there's $1 billion to be had. And the investment industry gets to have it both ways. Trust me, I'm a doctor. That's D-O-K-T-E-R.